Hey, you! Papers!
Listen, Sarge. I know how stupid it may sound, but I forgot them at home.
And you forgot your uniform, too? What the fuck is that attire?
I've just been released from Abundance's prison camps, and I just arrived in town, hence the clothes. But please be kind, Sergeant. All I want right now is to go back home.
They always give the uniform back to the prisoners they release. Their uniform and their papers. What kind of stupid fuck do you think I am? Come on, we're taking you in.
Wow. Can't believe that place is still there. A little further. The store's on the left.
Innocence, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but we gotta go. Pretty obvious we're not safe here, especially if they're watching the house. Come on.
Roy, my parents are dead, aren't they?
Look, they're probably dead. Yeah, and I understand you want to know more about it, but I'm pretty sure they won't want you to go risking your life over it. We gotta go.
Yeah, you're right, Roy.
You there! You're under arrest! Stop right there!
Are you Tenacity? The bounty hunter?
That's me.
I have a contract for you. A man we want to find.
And consider it done. What's his name?
His name's Temperance, but he calls himself Roy. He refuses to join us. He's a renegade. You must be careful, it's said that he's armed.
Armed? You think I usually go after Boy Scouts? Anyway, I know this Roy. I didn't know he was a renegade. We even worked together back in the day. Tough guy. It's gonna cost you.
Name your price. We can't let this man walk free. And if he dies, we'll only be grateful.
All right, I'll be back with his body in a bit. Now get out of here. Your stench is pissing my dog off.
I don't think they could follow us. You all right?
Not good. We all lose our parents, but not like this. I'm just so empty. I need to know, Roy. I need to find out what happened. Somebody has to know something.
The ones who did it, at least. But yeah, as soon as the government started doing all that bullshit, some kind of resistance probably started up.
Okay, so let's go see them.
We can't just go running around blindly if we don't want to get into deep shit. I had a place in the neighborhood. Let's go see if it's still available.
Okay, but then we'll find the rebels.
I figure they're not just gonna hang a sign out in the street. Gonna need to talk to someone for some info. I got an old friend named Charity. She'll be able to help us.
All right, so let's go to your place. Let's not waste any more time on this.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
This city is a fucking nightmare now. You can't go 3 feet without a patrol stopping you. There's a checkpoint up ahead. They're stopping everybody. And I would just get my papers stolen.
There any way around the checkpoint?
Not to where I'm going. There's always a way to get replacement papers, of course. But the guy who does them is kind of hard to find, you know? The authorities are on his ass big time.
The war's over, so why check everyone?
Well, I guess it's because of politics. I probably shouldn't say this to someone I don't know, but the Technomancers didn't make too many friends when they took out the militia. Now there's a resistance. Guys against the authorities. That's why we got all these checkpoints. That and because it seems there's some guy in town who's on the run. I even heard that the Technomancers hired a bounty hunter to track him down, but, well, you know. Anyway, none of it's good for business.
You said something about a guy who does papers. Wouldn't know where he hangs out, would you?
I run a bar, so I hear things. But look, I'll tell you if you get ID for me too.
Yeah, okay, I'll get some for you. So, where can I find him?
Thanks, buddy. He's hiding out in the north neighborhood, where the gangs run the place. You be careful, it's pretty hot there.
Later.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
Hi. I heard you're the person to see when you lose your ID.
Oh, yeah? Maybe you misunderstood. And who are you?
Roy. Tranquility sent me.
That old son of a bitch. He needs me?
Apparently. I also figured maybe you could help me too, actually.
Did you now? Roy, huh? Well, we're not off to a good start. Roy. I don't know where you're from, but this is Aurora here. You gotta get yourself a nice virtue name if you don't want to get arrested first time they check your papers. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that in case someone did happen to be able to do lost papers for you.
What's going on around here? Why is the army checking everybody?
You think the place was run by the people? What planet you from? Mars never had anything like that, and it's not the day after we win a war by some trick that everything's gonna change. The Army's checking everybody's identity, especially on the main roads. If you don't have the right papers, only thing you can do is join the wildlife in the slums. But that's not the way out of the city.
Okay, how can I get legit papers?
Honestly, no idea.
The bartender seemed to know what he was talking about when he sent me to you, and he knew where you hang out.
Well, a bartender should quit the booze before he starts talking bullshit to some guy nobody ever met. And he knows I'm holding up, for fuck's sake. Listen, if you want papers that'll do the trick, you need a forger worthy of the name, and the only one I've heard is under a lot of pressure right now.
Maybe I could help you let off some steam.
You think so? You can always try. I guess if you do good, he'd probably return the favor. Dressed like an escaped prisoner the way you are, you probably couldn't afford him otherwise anyway.
I'm listening.
Well, it seems someone ratted on the guy. Now he's got soldiers all over him, turning his workshop upside down.
So they might find something.
Well, he ain't exactly stupid, you know? He just doesn't leave evidence lying around the house. But now they're on him, they'll never let up. They'll keep his place on the watch until they got something they can get their teeth into.
So what do you suggest?
Me? Nothing. But as long as those soldiers are sitting in the guy's workshop, the production line's hardly about to start up again. No, you'd have to get rid of them if you wanted him to help you. But I just might happen to have a few interesting bits and pieces myself. Bunch of evidence. Pretty convincing. If the Army found it in some gang's hangout, for example, everyone would be breathing a little easier.
That's a good tip. All right, I'll go visit the workshop, and I'll decide once I get there. Later.
Halt! Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
I don't know what you're looking for here, but I got a good tip about some forgery going on. There's a gang that works not far from here. One of their guys came up to me and tried to sell me some fake ID. I turned him down, of course, but I think you should check it out.
Oh, that's exactly what we're looking for here. Hey guys, let's go. Seems there's a gang behind all of it.
So?
You can use your workshop again.
Ha! Good work, Roy. How'd you do it?
I did like you suggested. Drew their attention to that gang's suspicious activities. They went for it in a flash. I was almost disappointed.
You got a knack for convincing people, that's for sure. Good work, my man. Our friend will be able to get back to work in peace and quiet.
You gonna keep that up for a while?
Do I look like I'm playing games? Okay, if you got no more questions, I'll get back down to work. You know where to find me now. Hey, thanks for helping me out.
You and Tranquility know each other?
Enough to know he's real smart. But I know how to keep my mouth shut. Not like him. He used to organize fights, but couldn't pay me what I won. Since then, he sends me customers when they seem reliable. He's almost never wrong, I'll give him that.
You fight?
So I can come up against someone like you? No thanks. I'm happy enough just betting. My fingers and eyes are too valuable. I need them to work with.
Tranquility needs new identity papers.
Yeah, I got that. I told that bastard not to send anybody anymore, but you did help me out by getting that gang accused. Here. A little present for our mutual friend.
So, you got forged papers for me?
Forged? What for? Here are your papers, Mr. Resilience. You must have left them here the last time.
What was I thinking? Thanks. Resilience, huh?
What? Disappointed? You wanted honor, maybe? That kind of name's just for the elite, my man. And I gotta admit, I never got a look at the papers those people carry. At least your name fits you pretty good. And it's pretty rare, too. Getting a name like that attributed at birth traumatizes you for life.
That'll do. It's just a piece of paper, after all.
Hey, show my work a bit of respect, all right?
Later.
You got my papers? I can't spend the rest of my life here. I got a business to run.
Here you go. Your, well, the papers you asked for.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Late.